Rossella Panuzzo, Juanita and her alpaca. Discover my Peru. Copyright Ellie, 2018. Hello, my name's Juanita. I'm 9 and I'm from Peru. I live in a small village called Chinchero, 30 kilometers from Cusco. My village is 3,762 meters above sea level, in the sacred valley of the Incas. In Chinchero, there's a fantastic market where you can buy authentic local products. The Incas. Between the 13th and 15th century, the Incas were very important in South America. They lived in the Andes Mountains and spoke Quechua, a language which is still used today in Peru. The word Inca means king or emperor in Quechua. In their cities, the Incas built very big pyramids. The Spanish explorer Francisco Pizarro conquered the Inca Empire in 1532. Cusco was the capital of the Inca Empire. Its name means center of the world in Quechua. Today, Cusco is a wonderful city with a lot of interesting buildings to visit, like Coricancha, which in Quechua means golden courtyard. In fact, in Inca times, it was covered with gold. It was once the most important temple in the Inca Empire. You can also see the Inca Rosa Palace, the Cusco Cathedral, and many other places. The Salt Ponds of Maras. Maras is a town in the sacred valley of the Incas. Here you can see the very old salt ponds. There are about 3,000 ponds that are made of salt water. The water evaporates and pink salt crystals are formed. They are very important for the local people. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is often called the lost city of the Incas because nobody knew about it until an Englishman found it in 1911. Today, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the 7 wonders of the world. Life in the Andes. The Andes Mountains are very high, so there isn't much air and the sun is very strong. However, the people and animals have learned to live with these problems. Here are some of the most common Andean animals. The alpaca. The alpaca is a typical Peruvian animal. It looks like a sheep, but it's bigger and has a longer neck. Alpaca wool is soft and expensive. It is used to make coats, ponchos, sweaters, scarves and coats. Here you can see the colourful alpaca wool. The llama. The llama is much bigger than the alpaca, and its head is less rounded. It can weigh between 130 and 155 kilograms, and it can carry up to 96 kilograms. Llamas are intelligent and friendly, and can move very fast everywhere. The vicuña. This animal is similar to the camel, and it lives high in the Andes. During the Inca Empire, the Incas caught vicuñas to get wool from them. Vicuña wool was expensive at that time, and only the Inca king could wear it. Pedro is my older brother. My dad says that Pedro should start to work as a farmer in the cancha, a small piece of land, and keeps sheep, llamas and alpacas. But he's only 12 years old. In this photo, you can see Pedro and our little sister Rosario. They are wearing typical Peruvian clothes. Last night, I couldn't sleep well. My alpaca was about to have her babies, and I was really excited. Baby alpacas are called cria. They are so soft and fluffy. I hope she has 2 crias, so there will be one for Pedro and one for me, I thought. My dad is a farmer. He works in the fields, and he grows potatoes, maize, beans and quinoa, a healthy grain. My aunt and my grandma take care of the sheep every day. We get many things from our sheep: milk, meat and wool. We use the wool to make clothes and the typical coloured blankets called frazadas. My grandma is very good at making frazadas, and sometimes I go with her to sell them at the market. In this photo, you can see the loom that she uses to make the frazadas. My sister Monica helps her. You can see Monica in this photo. At home, I share my bed with Monica. The bed is made of rope, wood and a lot of frazadas. It doesn't have a mattress, but it's warm and quite comfortable. This is a photo from last year. I'm with my friends. I'm the one who isn't wearing a hat. In our free time, we make bracelets and necklaces with alpaca wool. Sometimes we make gifts for the alpacas. After school, we do our homework, and then we play together. Sometimes we babysit our little sisters. We play lots of games, but above all, they love playing on the swing. This is my house, and you can see my mum. The houses in my village have a fireplace, which is nice, especially when it gets cold at night. The houses are built of clay bricks that are made of mud and straw. These bricks are dried out in the sun. Each family builds its own house. Here, my dad is making bricks. This is my classroom. We go to school from March to December. School starts at 7:30 a.m. and finishes at 1:30 p.m. So we study for 30 hours per week. We study Quechua and Spanish. In my classroom, the children are different ages, but we only have one teacher. I get up really early in the morning to go to school. It takes about 1 hour to walk to school. When I see the rivers, I'm afraid, because I think of a story about 2 children, an old lady and a vicuña. Pedro told me this story. Once upon a time, 2 children, a brother and a sister, decided to leave their village. They were walking in the street, hand in hand, trying to be brave, when they met an old lady. She told them to go back home because they could get lost. But the children didn't want to go back. So the old lady said, "Along the way, you will find 3 rivers. One is red, one is yellow, and the other one has crystal clear water. Be careful. You must drink only from the last river. If not, terrible things will happen." The old lady was right. A little later, they arrived at the Red River, and the boy was thirsty. But the girl didn't let him drink from that river. Later, they arrived at the Yellow River. The girl walked on. But the boy stopped. He was very thirsty, so he decided to drink a little water from the yellow river, forgetting the old lady's words. Then the girl stopped. She was worried because she couldn't find her brother. Far away, there was only a little vicuña running to the mountain. The girl was very sad, and she started to cry. The little vicuña came near her. The girl looked at it, and she thought she knew its face. Yes, it was her brother. She didn't know what to do. So she waited and then decided to go back to the yellow river. When she drank the water, she became a vicuña like her brother, and they went together to the Puna, a faraway land in the mountains. And that's why they say that vicuñas look human. Their eyes are black like human eyes, and their neck is very soft. And when they cry, they're very sad. But I wasn't sad that night. I was excited. I was thinking about my alpaca, and I wanted to be with her while she was having her crías. Mum said that alpacas usually only have one cría, but I hoped for 2 little twin alpacas. The moon was big and full that night. Finally, I fell asleep. Tomorrow, I'll have a little alpaca. The next morning, I woke up very early and I ran outside. I couldn't believe my eyes. There were 2 little alpacas. They were small, with big black eyes and fluffy white wool, and I was so excited and happy. One for me and one for Pedro. Maybe when I grow up, I'll have a little vicuña too, like the one in the story.